Tyron Thomas here with Marriage is a Takeover. When marriage, which we know as sex, occurs, it changes a woman's life. Her last name is now her man's last name, and all the children that they have together are to have the man's last name. Her maiden name, her virgin name, the last name of her father, it goes away now that she has a man. This is why the wedding ceremony is to focus on the bride, the woman. Even though marriage is what we call sexual intercourse, and therefore you don't need to sign a paper to be considered married because you are married once you have what we call sex, the wedding ceremony, it was to show to people and let people know as an announcement that this woman is no longer available for other men, as men are allowed to deal with more than one woman. It says it in the Bible, it says it in the Quran, and look at biology. A man has sperm cells, millions of them that come out his privates during, that act. And so he's able to impregnate a lot of women in the course of a day, week, or more. Whereas a woman is limited to how many eggs she releases, or if her egg happens to split into two or three, then in those rare cases, she can have twins or triplets or quadruplets. In the Bible, Quran, and biology, the woman is limited to one man. Even if a woman had quadruplets, which I think is the highest number of children a woman can have in a year, that's 4 children a year. Men can have 1,000 children a year. He has a lot of millions of sperm cells in his ejaculate, and that's each ejaculate, which can restore within a couple of days. And a man's sperm cell is what determines the gender of the child as well as the race of the child. Men have X chromosome and Y chromosome sperm cells, millions of them, that they spit out in their ejaculate. And it depends on what sperm cell chromosome fertilizes the egg that determines the gender of the child. The woman's egg is only an X chromosome, so she doesn't make any changes regarding the gender of the child. She doesn't make any changes regarding the race of the child. She contributes traits like personality and her looks, her appearance. This is why guys like women that are fit, that look a certain way and act a certain way, so that that can go into the personality and appearance of the child. That they can put into the baby, so the baby come out looking like, something nice. For the baby to grow to a certain age where they find their opposite gender and repeat the same pattern. Beauty is to attract the opposite gender to mate, to breed, to produce, to procreate. Weddings were to announce that the woman was no longer available and to show who was getting the rulership and authority from the father. That's why the father comes down the aisle with the daughter to let everyone that's witnessing it, that all the comers of the wedding, to witness that the father is taking this woman, his daughter, down the aisle to give their rulership and authority to this man. So that's the purpose of why people are to come to a wedding, is not for them to look at how beautiful the dresses is and how beautiful the scenery is. It's for them to witness ownership and authority over the woman transferred from the father to the man. The woman's virgin name, her maiden name, which was her father's last name, is to be changed to her man's last name. The children are to have his last name, and she's to remain his wife until one of them dies. That's where you get until death do us part. You don't get gender equality in the Bible. You don't get gender equality in the Quran. I don't even think you get gender equality in the U.S. Constitution. The Bible says for men to be providers and protectors over their women and children, their family, and in exchange, they are to be obeyed. The wife is to obey her man as Sarah obeyed Abraham. The Quran, for those who believe in it, says for men to be providers and protectors over their women, And in exchange, the woman is to obey her man. You don't get gender equality in that. Marriage is a takeover. Any questions?